Hey guys, what's up? Sports Talk here, and today I'm going to be doing a Big East Championship picks and predictions video, and this has taken me a long time to make, so leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you like the stuff. So, up on the screen right about now, you're going to be able to see the whole field, and first we're going to do Seton Hall versus South Florida, and in this game, I pick South Florida. Seton Hall and USF are very similar teams. They have a 131 and 133 RPI respectively, and they are also both 3 and 15 in the Big East. And I was about to pick Seton Hall because of their quality win over Wake Forest, but then I saw USF won against Georgia, George Mason, and Georgetown, and closed out the season with 2 straight wins, and then an overtime loss to Cincy, so I have to give them the edge in this one. Next up is Depaul versus Rutgers, and unfortunately for all you Rutgers fans, I do live 15 minutes away from Rutgers. I have them losing. First of all, I went to see one of their games, and they completely failed the eye test against Ryder. They look terrible. Also, Depaul beat them once before so far this season, and took St. John's into overtime and Notre Dame into overtime twice, so they have the potential to be a good team. That's why I'm choosing Depaul. In the Providence versus Cincinnati game, I completely give this game to Cincinnati because of their stellar out-of-conference play against Iowa State, Oregon, Alabama, Xavier, and only losing to number 2 RPI-ranked New Mexico by 1 point. After scoring the least points they have ever scored in the Jim Boeheim era, I believe that Syracuse will come out strong against USF, not again wanting to be embarrassed on national television. Sorry USF, but this just says new year to make a Cinderella run. In Villanova versus St. John's, I really like Villanova in this game. Villanova plays huge in big games like beating Louisville, Syracuse, and Georgetown. March 9th versus Marquette, St. John's kind of overachieved and Marquette underachieved. Plus, St. John's 8-10 Big East record is a little inflated because they played Depaul twice. That's why, all things considered, I am definitely picking Villanova in this one. You had no idea how badly I wanted to pick Depaul in this one, so I did. They took Notre Dame to overtime 2 straight times they played them. Also, Notre Dame is very capable of playing down to the bad teams that they play, like St. John's and St. Joe's actually. Both lost to them. They had a cupcake non-conference schedule, so hey, I think anything could happen in this Big East tournament, and DePaul over Notre Dame, why not? Okay, I picked Georgetown, but they're on upset watch. Like, there's tornado warning, tornado watch. Georgetown, you're on upset watch. I do like your non-conference schedule, but a 1.37-36 game over Tennessee worries me. Also, the loss against USF, Villanova, and Pitt by 30 are all terrible losses, but didn't screw up too badly other than that. Plus, I don't think Cincy has the defensive firepower to match up with Otto Porter, so that's why I'm picking Georgetown. Pitt scares me. I'm picking them, but they did lose to Michigan, their only remotely tough out-of-conference game. And then they didn't have many big wins in Big East play. They beat Georgetown, Syracuse, and Cincinnati, but that's it. They couldn't beat Cincinnati a second time, got swept by Marquette, lost to Notre Dame, and lost to Louisville. I'm still picking them, though. I think Syracuse got completely exposed last Saturday, and I think that Pitt can beat them. Louisville is a solid tournament team. We've already been over Villanova. We don't need to go back over them again. Louisville is a solid tournament team. Their losses, 5 points against Duke, a tough 7-day stretch against Syracuse, and then at Nova and Georgetown losses. And then their last loss, February 9th, 5 overtimes against Notre Dame. That's it. That's their only losses. A very solid team, going to make some noise in this tournament and the NCAA one. Marquette is not a bad team, but their 2 hardest non-conference games they lost. They lost against Butler at home by 1 point, and they lost at Florida 82-49. They just got blown out. They also lost to Green Bay, so I don't know what that says about them. But other than that, they seem like a pretty solid team. Plus, you always like a team going in winning 6 of the last 7. So I picked Marquette. Sorry, DePaul, you're not probably not going to happen anyway. Tournament run is over. I was actually deliberating this one a bit until I realized that Georgetown just won 12 of its last 13, and Pittsburgh scheduled out-of-conference cupcakes like the Oakland Golden Grizzlies and let them take them into overtime. Georgetown wins. This Marquette-Louisville matchup actually happened once already this season, and that was on February 3rd. The result? Louisville wins by 19. They're moving on to this too. On January 26th, when these two teams met for the only time this season, it was a 2-point game. I'm hoping that's the margin this time too, because that's what the Big East Conference deserves. The Big East Basketball Conference deserves to go out with a bang on its last full year of this great Big East tournament. So, my prediction for this game, when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, is the Louisville Cardinal. Led by Russ Smith and Peyton Siva, these dynamic guards are going to lead Louisville to a victory. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed these probably inaccurate picks, which ensure that the opposite teams that I picked are going to win. Sorry, Cardinal fans. Anyway, if you liked it, leave a like. This took a long time to make, and be sure to subscribe if you like my videos. Have a great day, guys, and enjoy the basketball.